this month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Talladega County Central High School. Congratulations, Trovell Stockdale from Talladega County Central High.
There he is, Traval. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good to have you with us. And man, you clean up real good.
Thank you.
And Quentin Lee, always good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to see you as well.
Principal over at Talladega County Central High School. And Traval, talk a little bit about your background, who you are, and of course, we know who you are a little bit, but some background about your attending school and church and your family, please.
Well, my name is Trovell Stockdale, and right now I'm a senior at Talladega County Central High School. I attend Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, and my mother is Latanya Stockdale. And a little bit about me, my favorite subject in school, I would say, would be history. I enjoy playing sports and being very competitive. I play football, basketball, and I also run track. And I'm very active in school. I'm a part of many clubs such as FBLA, Key Club, Drama Team, Technology Team, and etc.
Mr. Lee's all this true about this guy?
Yes, sir. There's actually more that he can include, but he's a great student, and we're very proud to have him at our school.
Before we go any further, Mr. Lee is a principal, of course, at Talladega County Central. Tell us a little bit about the school for maybe those who watch across state who are not familiar with it.
Mm-hmm. Talladega County Central High School is one of the greatest schools in the state of Alabama, and I think it's one of Talladega's best kept secrets. We're a very small school, grades 7 through 12, but we have the one-to-one technology initiative where every student in my school actually has their own Chromebook. Also at our school, we have the house system, which was implemented this year where all students are involved in the house. So we have a community within our school. And that way we're connecting all students and teachers across the board. And we're just a big family school. We love it. We love to try to help move our students forward. And that's our main mission as a school.
Is that one of the older schools in the county?
It is. It was actually established in 1926. So we're celebrating 90 years in the original building this year.
So how old were you when at school?
Negative.
Trovell, don't ask me that either. You enjoy public speaking, don't you?
Yes, sir.
How did that come about?
It started my 7th grade year when I first got to TC, and Mr. Lee actually helped me with my speaking skills.
Mm-hmm. There's so much to talk about this morning. Of course, you're a senior at the high school and will graduate with honors, and Trovell Stockdale is our Star Student of the Month, son of Miss Latanya.
Yes, sir.
Stockdale, and Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, where Matthew Leonard's the pastor. Known Matthew Leonard forever and ever, but Trovell is 17 years old and involved in so many different clubs, FBLA, Key Club, Technology Team, SGA. How you fit all that stuff in?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's kind of complicated sometimes, but gotta get it done.
What about the gospel choir? I bet you like doing that, don't you?
Yes, sir. I'm also in the choir at my church as well. So, yes, sir.
What do you like to sing?
Anything.
Okay. You, of course, multi-talented as far as athletics is concerned. Let's talk first about playing football at TC.
I started playing football 8th grade, and I started at cornerback my 9th grade year up to my 12th grade.
And not only football, but basketball too?
Yes, sir.
You're all-county, received honorable mention on the all-county football team. Also, during your junior year is recognized as well. And your favorite sport is football. Why football over basketball?
To me, football brings more passion to me because I've been playing ever since I was little, and I really enjoy the sport. Mm-hmm. I have a love for the sport of football.
Plan on going to Huntington, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Have you been on campus and everything there?
Yes, I went January 27th on their tour day, and it's a very nice campus. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. You deal with Crohn's disease.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about Crohn's disease. What is it and how it can affect one?
I'm going to give you my version of how, Crohn's disease is a disease where you have many inflammation issues going on, and it also deals with red and white blood cells, where those fight off other diseases and sicknesses and germs from other people, but instead those cells are fighting each other, causing inflammation in your respiratory system. So.
Have you dealt with this a long time?
I got diagnosed with Crohn's in 2010.
I mean, some people. I have a grandson who deals with Crohn's disease, and he's a student at Jeff State. But it caused him to lose a lot of weight. Now, you're a slender guy, I guess, on the basketball and stuff. I'm sure you get plenty to eat, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You too created TC Central's new school song, "We Ready." Talk about that.
During the summer of last year, I was at football camp at the school, and Mr. Lee came up to me and asked, "Would you mind doing a song for the school?" If you know Mr. Lee, he's not going to take no for an answer. So I said, "Sure, Mr. Lee." So me and my fellow classmate, DeQuavion Wright, composed the song "We Ready" for the school, and it gets played at many of our pep rallies and school events.
Now, kind of talk about the song itself, "We Ready."
We Ready really explains to others what our school is really about, how our school started and how we can build up from it. The chorus is actually from our alma mater.
Okay. You also created the Stop the Violence song for the Stop the Violence movement at TC Central. That's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
How did that come about?
Mr. Lee also came up to us again. Yes. He came up to me again and asked to do a song for the Stop the Violence rally that we had at the beginning of last month. So me, DeQuavion Wright, and a junior, Andrea Swain, composed a song, "Stop the Violence," that we actually performed live at the school.
Wow, that is super. I noted that you originally wanted to join the Navy.
I did.
And the Crohn's disease kind of derailed that a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Why did you like the Navy as part of a service group?
I really just wanted to help my community and, help my country. And to me, the military helps you become a better young man.
Mr. Lee, Quentin Lee, who's the principal at TC Central, along with Trovell Stockdale, who's our star student of the month. Mr. Lee, you must have a hands-on at TC Central, get these guys going in the right direction.
I try to. With our school being so small, it's really a blessing.
Is that 1A or 2A?
1A.
Okay.
But we're able to know all the students by name, most of the parents by name. I mean, we're able to talk to everyone in the hallway. There's no, "Hey, who was that kid?" Because we're really a big family. So I think that with the way that the world is going, you've got to have a hands-on approach when it comes to students, because students don't care how much you know until they know that you care. And that's the motto of our school.
Yeah. I don't know how long you've been in education. Has schools changed, students changed from 10, 15 years ago?
Well, I've been in education for 10 years. And all 10 of my years have been in Talladega County schools. And I think that the times have just changed. And it's not necessarily education that's changed, because education is to educate. It's the I guess you can just say just the times that we're dealing with have changed with the media, and the society is allowing more things and it's creating more resistance to some things that we were brought up on as what we should be doing. So everything's changed, but in that change, you have to change as well with it to best meet the needs of the students.
Trovell, you're in the process of a possible football scholarship or athletic scholarship?
Yes, sir.
How's that working out?
It's working out very fine. I won't find out the full amount of my scholarship until I take the ACT again.
Life is all about choices. Heard that said many times, and y'all have too. Trovell, how important is it as a young man, 17 years old, to make the right choices in life?
It's very important. Basically, decisions that you make today will determine your future tomorrow. Every choice that you make determines your future. So you need to know right from wrong, the right choices from the wrong choices, because the right choices can steer you in the right direction.
Who's been kind of a mentor to you to make sure that when those choices come up, and they do and will, that you make the right choices?
I can honestly say my mother and Mr. Lee.
Okay. And Mr. Lee, that's so important for young men and young women that we make the right choices, because those choices are so far-reaching.
Yes, sir.
Not just for yourself, but for your friends and your family and your future.
Yes, sir. And it's also important to note that even if you do make a wrong decision, that you can always turn that around and you can put a positive spin on any negative situation. So at our school, we really promote that if you do make a mistake, let's just get up, clean it up, and let's move forward.
All right. Trovell Stockdale is our Star Student of the Month. He's a senior over at TC Central, 17 years old. And Trovell, you have to stay focused. You know, we hear that. Saban over to Alabama, he's focused and goal-oriented. And you have to stay the course. And Mr. Lee, somehow I got a feeling this young man is one of those guys is going to stay the course.
He is. He's a leader on and off campus. A lot of people look up to him. He's had a great upbringing. His mom has done a wonderful job with him. Everyone in the community working with him. He's a great kid, and I really am proud to be his principal.
Yeah. Trovell, I ask this often to students who come in and adults as well when we're sitting here doing interviews. And I'll ask you this morning too, and I don't say it tongue-in-cheek like, but your faith. How important is your faith to you?
It's very important because I have to know who I am in order to show the world who I am.
Okay. Trovell Stockdale is our Star Student of the Month. He is from TC Central, and he's joined by Quentin Lee, the principal there. And in closing, Trovell, how would you encourage other students who maybe not face Crohn's disease or may not face this or that, but they're facing stuff? You've been down that road. Maybe you continue to go down that road. How do you encourage them to keep on keeping on?
I would tell them, don't look at your situation as stumbling blocks, but more as a stepping stone.
Hey, that's a pretty good way to look at it. And with all the involvement you have at your school and your college education, and live the dream. Trovell Stockdale, our Star Student of the Month from TC Central, and Mr. Quentin Lee's principal over at TC Central. Thank you both.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We got more on Daybreak coming up right after you watch this.
This Star Student of the Month was brought to you by TV 47. Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.